Let's talk about The Hippopotamus, which is based on a Stephen Fry book from 1994 and stars Roger Allam as Ted Wallace, this former poet who has become a theatre critic. He refers to this T.S. Eliot maxim that poetry writing is turning blood into ink. And what he now does, after his blood supply has dried up, is turn whiskey into journalism. At the start of the film, he has basically become completely disillusioned with the world of theatre. And we see him ranting and raving in the stalls at a production of, I think it's Titus Andronicus, but dressed up like 300, you know, the kind of posing pouch heavy action film. And he is dismissed from his newspaper post as a result of this. And here's a clip of him in full, very Fry-like force.
Right, that's it. Get off the stage and find new representation.
Is this part of the performance?
On the contrary, madam, this is an intervention. Where is the man responsible for this theatrical? Where is Matthew Lake?
Throw him out!
Not me, madam. It is the director who should be ejected, then tarred and feathered for inflicting such loose fluent upon the paying public.
Say that again.
Loose effluent.
Now, whether Roger Allam has deliberately studied Stephen Fry's inflections and cadence, or whether it's just impossible to say these words without sounding like Stephen Fry, I don't know. But this performance seems very, very inspired in one way or another by the writer of the original book. Basically what happens is Ted's goddaughter comes to visit him, or he goes to visit her rather, and she explains that she has been suffering from leukemia for a long time, but believes that she's been cured by some strange goings-on at a country mansion. And for reasons that the script doesn't ever quite persuade you are essential, Ted is chosen to go to this mansion and see what's going on, find out what's afoot there. It's basically a send-up of the country house mystery, where you have this closed group of suspects, or, you know, strange characters, all doing different things, you know, Colonel Mustard in the man cave with a baguette or whatever like that. And there's sort of strange things are going on, but it takes probably around half the film for the plot to actually tell you what these strange things are. This strikes me as the kind of creative decision that works far better in a novel than it does in a film, because you're watching, for a very, very long time, Roger Allam wandering around in his dressing gown and striped pyjamas, being obnoxious to people, which is fun as far as it goes. But you're kind of scratching your head after a while, going, well, why is he here? And why are we here? What's going on? When it's eventually revealed what's going on, which is difficult to say much about, other than it's some kind of miracle cure that is available at this house in a very unconventional form. And you know, if you've seen the book, if you read the book rather, you'll know that's about as clear as you can be about it on national radio. It feels like the payoff to maybe Tales of the Unexpected Story or something. It doesn't feel kind of significant or outrageous enough for feature-length treatment. This is very, very much a film that still feels like the book it began life as. Often there's so much voiceover in it, which is fun to listen to, but it feels like you're listening to an audiobook rather than watching a piece of cinema. So for me, it's never quite transcended the bounds of the medium in which it began. You know, Roger Allam is someone who improves everything he does. I have enjoyed, you know, Stephen Frears films, Ken Loach films. He's regularly been terrific in. I love him as Peter Mannion in The Thick of It. What was that line? He says, I'm bored, I'm going for a Twix. And he can enunciate that like no one else on earth. It's great to see him having a lead role. I just kind of wish it had been in something a little bit more film-like.